I don't know how many days later this is, but I ordered the engine. It's finally come in the mail, and here it goes. Brand new 49cc engine. Little bitty carburetor on the back of it. It is here right in front of me. And now it's time to hook this stuff up. So considering that this is a new engine, I decided to check the condition of the spark plug, as you can see. Then I quickly noticed when I pulled out the old engine that the sprockets was two different sizes. And I wanted to change the sprockets. I mean, I could have left the sprocket the same and just pulled the wheel back, but I felt like it would have been more work for me to pull the wheel back than to just put the old sprocket on the new engine. So that's what I decided to do. I basically just put the old sprocket on a new engine, and it worked out absolutely fine. As you can see, I'm like pulling out the tubes to get the moving that air filter out the way so I can put the new sprocket, or the old sprocket, on the new engine, as you can see. You can see I was going through some things trying to get this sprocket off. I finally got the clamp off because it's so deep and tucked under there. Then I got the second one off. Then I just took a hammer and banged them back in place just to get them as flat as I can when they do go on there. Then I pushed them back close to each other, you see, with the pliers. I got a new sprocket. I just decided not to use it. Instead of using a new sprocket, I just ended up, instead of using a new sprocket clamp, I just used the clamp that I already had, basically. Because they wasn't like damaged to the point where I couldn't reuse them. This is me hammering them into place on the rubber mat again, just to kind of make sure that they leveled out the way that they needed to be. And then I wiggled the sprocket off of the old engine, and then I had to get the sprocket off of the new engine. It was a little bit more resistant. Then I went ahead and put the sprocket. There go my son, he watching me. I put the sprocket on the new engine so I don't have to scoot the wheel back. And let's continue with the video. You got it? Alright. Now you just want to wire brush this off.
this is entirely too big to go on here. Like it just won't. It's supposed to take one of these right here. It's okay because we finna put this one on here. So this is what we got here. The pull starter is off for this one.
So this is the part when I realized my son is asleep on me. And he wiping his slob off when he's supposed to be helping me work on the bike. Or at least watch me. This is me basically cleaning the bike before I set the new engine inside of there. Then I started to sit the engine in on the other side of the frame because the way that the exhaust sits inside of the frame without taking the exhaust out and reassembling it, without taking the exhaust all the way out and reassembling it, I put the engine in on the opposite side of the bike. Then I finally took that little piece that was broken that holds the exhaust at the tail of it, the flange. Well, not the flange, but the flex pipe for the exhaust. The end of the exhaust is supposed to hold it. That little clamp wraps around. It's like a wire fitting, something you might see on the end of a gate, on the side of a gate, to keep the gates onto the post that's set inside of the ground. It's that same material. I went and got one from the store that has some rubber it was like a rubber lining around it, and I kept the rubber lining on there just to kind of see how it would interact with the metal on the bike to kind of use that. It was a $179. It was a real good price, and it's working out well. And then I finally started to sit it in place for the first time. So this is like me just kind of doing this with the bike right now. And as I work my way through fixing it, now I think the next thing I'm about to do is set the engine on the bottom part of the bike, I believe. Today I'm gonna mix some oil into this. It's approximately a gallon of gas in here, so I have to pour half of this in here because this is for 2 gallons. See this? So we gotta pour just about this much in here, all the way down to about right there. So let's go.
take that carburetor off and put the other carburetor on there. In the meantime, we're gonna have to chain this up outside. It smells like too much gas. Plus this won't spin.
Gas is coming out, leaking, but the wheel is not spinning.
Got the thing going now.
How can you take that with your ears?
Just gotta get it going. We're gonna open it up now. Gonna ride it. See if it'll go for you. Hold on.
Yeah. The top.
All right.
Top.
See if it'll go for you. Hit this part right here. Now try to get the gas. It won't go. Look at all this oil. You told you it was oil you stuck in here. Look. Get up, Cody. Told you it was oil you stuck in here. You see it? Coming out. But it's good though that we getting it out. It's good that we getting that oil you just stuck in there out. Let me see if it's still gas in here. Barely. Most of the gas then leaked out. So ride it now, Cody. See what it do. Still one go. Come here. Let me see. Watch out.
I was about to go. I think it only goes when it's lightweight. I don't know why.
I think we could have put a new exhaust on here, really. Like that oil up a little, gas up a little. Ride it now, Cody. Operate with us. Let's take this hose, put it on here. Put this through here. We can wait to put that through here. Then these pieces right here, we're gonna have to take them off. You don't gotta hold that wheel no more. You can put your hands in your pocket. But we is gonna need that one piece you was using.
To push it out?
Yeah, push that pin out, yeah.
Right there.
This one off. Let's put this back right here. We can move this out the way, really. And grab this one out.
Ooh, it's so cold out here.
You wanna go in the house? Go ahead, I'll be out here. When you get warm, you can come back out if you want.
Still just want to see you do this stuff. Get it over.
Just keep your hands in your pockets then. For now. Where the pin at? What you had?